Hi everyone, so today I'll be trying out the Anna Griffin Creative Tag Advent Calendar. I did a whole unboxing so you guys can check that out. I'll link it in the description box. But today we're going to start working with the actual little like windows, right? So this is still available there on HSN and I'll have it linked for you guys, maybe embedded in here or in the description box. It's nice when it's embedded there or under the shop tab underneath the title because it just like shows you nicely kind of what it looks like. The written description, not written description, should I say, the written links are in the description box. So those would be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchase items to those links. So thank you for using those if you would like to. I know over the weekend, and I was really busy, obviously, with Create 10. I forgot to mention that HSN was having like a clearance kind of sale with Anna Griffin stuff. I believe that clearance sale is still there because if I click on clearance, like once you can use my links, even if you pop over there, and then once you're there, you can look for the clearance items. I did link some clearance items over the weekend. It's still there, so I don't know. A lot of things did sell out, though. That's the difference, I think, because later I heard from people that are like, oh, those things. It seems like it's over, but it's not over. It's just sold out. They did have free shipping over the weekend, though, so that was also nice. So hopefully you guys got that info. Yeah, so we'll just start. Oh, I will say, as far as my opinion, the Create 10 like sale wasn't like the biggest sale. It was only like, I don't even know if it was a couple pages of items. Like magnetic mats were like maybe $2 less than they normally go for, or things like that. And I was like, okay. So I did buy another Create 10 because I love it. And it didn't make sense in my mind to just buy the refills. She did have refills, and hopefully that'll be something that you can pick up later. What I understand from what people were saying is that they aren't going to offer them later if you didn't go to Create 10. But I don't think she's going to hold on to a bunch of boxes of Create 10s if they have them. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever she has them on her site, it might be the full price, and maybe it'll go on sale for like $300, $250. I don't see why she would want to hold on to them. Or the refill kits, right? If we didn't buy them over the weekend, no one's going to buy them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that seems odd. So, I think they'll come up. Really cute projects. I really enjoyed all of it. Even the ones I thought I wasn't going to enjoy, I really was like, oh, this is so much cuter. Like, once you've made it. So, like, yeah. And yeah, it's nice to just hear from like Anna Griffin in like a more chill setting because like when you're presenting HSN, obviously like whenever I make a review for certain companies, like I try to keep it more condensed instead of chatting like I am right now, so I can see where you don't really get to know her personality very well, and she's just seems like a really great person. So anyway, yeah, so that's what I want to say about that. All right, guys, let's see. I think what I'm going to do is, like, today I'll start with number one just because it's number one. And then I'll do a few of the doors. I don't think there's any benefit of doing every single door for you guys because they're all very similar, right? So every door came with, some twine. It came with a couple of stickers, or I'm assuming these are stickers, yeah. So that's what has ornaments. It came with a couple sentiments. Something cute to adorn with, if it's not something like this, maybe like a background piece or whatever. A different shape for like your eyelet or your hole. You can take those little shapes and decorate with them. Some of them are star shape or like a floral shape or like a scallop circle. Like, so there's a bunch of small little shapes like that. And then of course the beautiful papers. So it does come with, this one that you would definitely want to cut with the background, right? Because it has the for and from. So like for me, if I did this, I would cut this guy. Now you can look on this side and make sure you're centered, but I don't want to do that because it's going to cut this side. Well, see, that's interesting. Because if this is on the back and you make like a double layer tag, do you want the nice rounded edge facing you? Or do you want this part that's facing forward to have the nice rounded edge? But either way, I'm going to try to see with the light behind me. I think if you center it right on the paper, you'll be good. So today, this is the shape of this guy. Now, are we going to embed this every time and pop it out? Or how do you want to do that? So maybe I'm going to hold off on cutting that piece. And then it came with some pretty paper. And, when you cut this down, it's up to you. Oh, wow, does it fit that way? Ooh, it would barely fit that way. So you can use the red side, you can use the green side, whatever you think is good. I think what I'll do today is maybe we'll do two, because this is, oh, no, yeah. Okay, no, I'll use the same shape and make two different tags. In my mind, I was like, we should just use a couple different shapes, but it's going to be the same kind of thing. So maybe we'll do two different ways, and I'll show you what that looks like. So, I guess if you wanted to save a little scrap of paper, you could do it this way, but that better not shift like at all, right? I mean, look at this. I mean, that is right on there. We can try it and see if I just ruin a piece of paper, but it's worth knowing. So I'm going to tape that down for you guys. I'm willing to do it. Okay. So, oh, the other thing I wanted to stick on here first was this little circle. They fit together very, very closely. Okay, and that way I know where this is, where to put it on that one. I don't even know if it... We'll see. We'll see if that works for us. And I'm going to run this through this guy. And the reason being is sometimes, and especially because it's so close to the edges, sometimes when I run this through like my diamond press, my marquee, it might shift a little bit, and I don't want it to shift at all. And I feel like in this one, it pretty much just stays where you're at. So I'm going to put this a little bit sideways. I'm just going to run through the scout right quick. I think I have the sandwich right. And hopefully that doesn't shift at all. And I mean, obviously the image on here, or the, look at that. Look at it right on there. Crazy. Perfect. Okay, cool. So we have that guy. And of course, you know, I come off of Create 10 being inspired, so, you know, don't expect too much from me. But I have a lot of creative juices going right now. Thank goodness. We need it. Okay, so again, I just popped that in there. It made a big guy. So I was trying to see as if to at least have a better idea of where I would put this. So again, we're going to center this because on the back is the 2 in the front, or 4 in front. I keep saying 2 in front. I did that last time too. Sorry, guys. And also, if I have yellow orangey nails, it's because I've been juicing every morning. I make wellness shots, and the turmeric, I always try to just scrape off like some of the like outer portion of it. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like ginger. It kind of looks like a carrot. I don't know. It's weird. But I scrape it to clean it up. It gets all over my nails. By the end of the day, it'll be gone. Okay, so this is a really big hole that this makes. Look at that. And if I center this here and I have a tie, I need this to be like right in there. Right? I'm just kind of eyeballing that. I'm not saying it has to be perfect, but I just kind of want to see where the best idea, or like centering of that would be. So let's say like right here. And so this is going to make a real simple tag, guys. We're just going to go for super basic, which is also good when you're short on time. I still want to make something handmade. And I'm assuming that piece of twine is enough to make 2, because everything in here looks like a pear, right? Okay, so we have this. We can toss that, or I suppose you can use maybe these scraps for something. Well, let's see. We'll hold off on that. Okay. Take all these things off of here. So, I mean, again, simple, just out the door, the things it came with, and you just kind of put it together. Now, this is interesting. I haven't thought about how I want to use that. So, again, I lined it up in a weird spot just so it has flourishes, right? I mean, that's basically what I was looking at. So you have that, and they can be loose from each other. They can be not stuck down. You can stick them down in a fun way so it doesn't move, but also looks good. Again, you have another hole on this one. I mean, do you want to line that up there? Do you want to put a little something in that one? These match up a lot, which is kind of interesting. What do I want to do? Maybe something like that. And then we have this cutie. So let's go ahead and use that too. I'm just going to run this through. See, again, red or green paper, right? I mean, you can do fussy cutting on this one. I suppose if you wanted to cut out like 3 of these and layer them on top, it could be the berries, right? Let me run this through some green paper. Now we're going to get into our stash. Unless you want to use like the opposite side of this, you could use the green, and that's another way of using that paper, right? But let me just run this through some green. I'll look for a darker green, and I'll be right back. So let's put these guys back so I don't start misplacing things. Okay, again, like I was saying, if you want to run that little red one through, you can imagine that it can make its own little berries. I mean, they're about the same size. Just put 3 red ones, or maybe something like that. I just want to add a little more accent to this. More greenery. And then you still have like the Merry Christmas or For You or whatever. Kind of interesting. Okay. let me clean up and think about what I want. Pretty much what I just showed you guys. So like I said, I mean, you can do some fun things. May move this out. I would have probably done something like that because I think that's cute. But this matches that so well. Like there's no getting around that. So I think I'd rather put this, just stick it down in the background and go from there. And I might go ahead and put my twine on now because of the way I want to glue things down. It might get in the way, or I might put something in the way of it later. So let's do that. And if we're supposed to get 2 out of this, I'm just going to cut this guy right in half. But of course you can bring in things, because of course, you know, if you're just sticking to what's in here, you're going to make 24 tags, which is plenty. I'm sure that's, you know, I have a big family and I think 24 is about right. And then however you want to tie it on. So I'm just going to fold it in half and go through here and then just bring it back in. So just go through and pull your ends through, right? Something like that. Okay, and again, this was just to kind of break up, you know, maybe I should put it this way. I don't know, maybe that's better. And then that kind of popped up. I kind of like the way it looked over here, but we already have greenery there. Or also, I guess we could do it that way. You know, it's whatever you like. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go with that. So just putting this in here, gluing this down, but kind of letting the ends do their own thing. And then this is a sticker, I think. So I'm going to try to get in. Yep, there you go. That was very easy to open up. Like that. Tuck this in a little bit more. Okay, and then let me put some dimensionals on the back of this one. And then we're going to do something with a little more something in the next one, okay? And I'm just going to put that right there. So I just put some dimensionals on the back. And, you know, just your cute little tag, kind of basic with whatever was there. You have your for and from. Very cute. On this next one, we're still going to do the same thing for this, because obviously that's what it's intended for. So I'm going to run this through. You know, it'd be cool if you could fit it this way. Well, it's not going to work anyway. Because if you can orient something sideways, that'd be cute. I guess you still could. I don't see what the big deal is if you decide to do that. But let's go ahead and run this guy through real quick and have that piece. And I will be right back. Use the little circle, or the, you know, to make a little hole yet, because I don't know how I'm going to accomplish this part, so I didn't want to put that in yet. Let's go ahead and remove this. And like I said, maybe you want to put like a little, let's say we cut this with a guillotine or something so it's nicer, but let's say you have this little strip of paper that you can then put like in the background of something, like maybe one of the other pieces, right, of the other projects. So I would hold on to that. This guy. And we're going to use this whole thing, I suppose, because I don't know how I can do it otherwise. So we're going to take that and this, and we're going to put them together and make like a little frame. Okay, so it's going to be a little more something. I probably should do this not on here. This thing's moving. Hopefully you can still see what I'm doing. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Okay. And this one too. Okay. Put that there. This one here. And I'm going to run that through. And we'll have this little frame, okay? Okay. And even with that, I suppose we can turn this around and have that something to play with, right? Or just on the next tag. Look at this little frame right here. That's cute. Okay. And I suppose because of that, we could just put the hole in here. I'm thinking I might use a crocodile because that hole is pretty large. And if I just go in with the crocodile, it would just be a little less noticeable, a little more subtle. But okay, something like that. I mean, I can definitely pop that in there, but then you're just covering everything up, so what's the point? So I can keep that for something else, like I said. Let me clean up a little bit, and in the meantime, I probably will run this through also something else, because what do we have? We have this, we have that guy. See, it just matches too much. Too much matchy-matchy on that one. I'm like, maybe I do pop this in. Let's see. I might run this through like a metallic green, though, if I can find one. I'm playing around with this. I don't know. This is probably not the best one, because this was so similar to that background. And I can definitely pop this in there, but then what's the point of making the frame? So in my idea, my mind was that the frame was going to be up a little bit. So I think I'll still do that. I'm going to grab some smaller dimensionals. And oh my gosh, I always forget to link this, the Anna Griffin dimensional pack. But anyway, I'm just going to put these guys, you know, all around here, all up the side. I'll take the carriers off. I'm also going to pop a hole in this with my crocodile, so I'll be right back. I just had what my kids would call a big brain idea. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I was like, well, what? To me, a lot of times with the 2 or 4 and from on the back, you know, you have to kind of look at it and, oh, that's right, this is for whoever. What if we turn it over and just leave that in the front? This may not be, you know, what I was planning, but that way it's cute on the back. You have this on the front. Oopsie, I meant to pop my crocodile hole, but that's okay, we can do it now. I guess I'll use the larger hole, even though it doesn't need to be the larger one, it can be the smaller guy. I'm just gonna pop a hole there. Okay. And I just want you to see the difference between that one and this guy. They're huge. I mean, I don't know if you can see that, but okay, so let's do that. I know that's different. Because of that, I don't really need this, but if you want to decorate both sides, oh, hold on. I didn't think about that at all. I was going to put this guy together and kind of still put it in here somewhere, you know? But how about if we put this guy here? And to make it cuter, let's put a little something on that. Now, this twine is very small. I mean, it's barely enough to do the tag part. So let me grab, what would be very, very cute, but I don't want to go dig it out, is like some gold thread or something. That'd be adorable. But I have just tons of random, you know, I mean, I even have red and white. I was going to go with something else, but oh well. Let's just take this. This is the first thing I saw. I have this twine here. I don't know if this is small enough to go through this little tiny hole. Okay. Maybe just make a little bow. Probably should give myself a little extra because that is going to be a wee little bow, and which is what I wanted, but maybe not that wee. Okay, hold on. Let me do this a little bit nicer. Okay, I'm gonna work with this a little bit just to make it look a little cuter, but I will be right back. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the way that bow looks, so I'm just gonna make a little knot. It was too much for such a small little thing. So let's just leave that. And this just adds a little more texture. That's fine. Okay, so maybe here. Just a little glue there and there, wherever I think this is going to touch. And you can still write on there, or if you know who you're going to give it to, obviously go ahead and put those things in first. I'm going to let that set up for a moment. And then we'll decorate the other side too. Turn this over, and obviously you can see the whole white back of this guy, but you know, whatever. I mean, I guess if you wanted to put 2 of them, but I kind of want to put this here, and then maybe just the for you. Now it would be cuter because the way it's cut for this to be on this side, but I don't want it on that side. So there you go. Cute. Okay, and then that's it. Oopsie. And then I'll show you what the other side looks like, because you can see the little green leaves kind of sticking out, and that'll be cute. Let's get this guy going. Again, this is a sticker. I always try to get my finger in between on this side so you don't scratch up the front. But there you go. Yeah, I'm going to cover it like that. There the for you on this side. Both sides have a little something, and then your for and from on this side, and you can choose whichever side you like for the front. For me, this is still the front, this part with the little frame. And that's that. So just a couple ways. Again, this is door 1. You know, quick little tags there. Obviously, you can spend more time with it, less time. I have these pieces. I still have some scraps of paper here that I can use. And then maybe the next few doors. So I still have like this whole piece. I have this guy, and then these little strips that we can kind of tuck in here and there. You know, obviously this is the same. I wouldn't do it here, but maybe you want to repeat it. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope that gave you some idea of it's just something quick and simple, and something that took a little bit more time, and it was just a negligible amount of more time. And thanks for watching, guys. I will have the images come up. I'll have the items linked in the description box again, possibly embedded in the video. And I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.